Hello everyone, it's Kathy Champion and welcome to my craft room. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Gastonia, North Carolina, and please forgive my voice. I have a bit of a sinus infection, so it's making it a little difficult when I'm talking. I have a little bit of a raspiness in my voice that I absolutely hate, but sometimes, you know, as the saying goes, the show must go on. So here we go. Here is our host code for December. I will be posting a new host code, but this is good through the 31st. So if you spend $50 or at least $50 before shipping and handling, use this host code and you will get a free gift from me. They will be mailed out between the 1st of January and the 15th, so be on the lookout for those. If you spend over $150 or over $149, if it's $150 or more, do not use the host code, because Stampin' Up will give you some stamping rewards where you can actually earn free money for free product, if that makes sense. So yeah, you will get what they call Stampin' Rewards, and it's a dollar amount that you can actually go in and spend. So if there was that one item that you thought, oh, I really would love to have that, but that's taking me over my budget, then if you spend $150, you just may earn enough to go in and buy that particular item, or at least get a good amount of money taken off of it. Okay, with that being said, you know, I love Christmas, but by this time of the year, I think we're all Christmased out, especially us crafters that do YouTube videos, because I have made so many Christmas cards that it's actually refreshing to pull out some floral paper. And this is from the Flowers for Every Season. It is a 6x6 paper pack. It uses some beautiful colors. It coordinates with Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Poppy Parade, and Whisper White. So these are the colors that this will go with, and I have used that quite a bit, and I've got some over here. So as I was saying, I have some here that I have been using, and as you can see, I have used quite a bit, and I think this might even be my second pack. This paper is gorgeous. There's so many different designs. You've got solids and florals, you've got stripes, and look at that. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful pack of paper, and you can use this for so many occasions. Look at that. Look at that green and blue. This is the Just Jade and the Misty Moonlight, and look at those. There's a petal pink that I think you could get away with. There is the Cinnamon Cider. So every piece of this is just a gorgeous piece of paper. I love it. I cannot get enough of it. I think it's just beautiful. So that's what we're working with today, is this particular paper pack. This is in our annual catalog. I will list all of the products below the video as well as in the blog. And if you're interested in any of these, you can go there and do your shopping. We're going to use the Peaceful Moments stamp set, and I'm going to choose this Happy Birthday. I've already got it on my block, so I'm going to set that over there. And we're going to use the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Y'all know how much I love these, and I'm going to use these two right here. So I'm going to move all of this over because I have pre-cut my pieces, but I want to show you our card base is a half a sheet of an 8.5 by 11. Here's the pieces I'm going to use. You put it on the 11-inch side, 11 inches up here, and you're going to slice it at 5.5. This is going to give you enough for 2 cards. So what you're going to do then is you're going to do some scoring. So I'm going to bring up my trimmer because I'm going to use my trimmer for my scoring. That's another great thing about this trimmer, is that you can trim and score. So what we're going to do is we're going to score it at 2. I'm going to go ahead and let my arm out because we do have to use the arm. So at 2, at 3 1/8, so 1/8 is going to be half of a quarter. So it's not the first mark because that's a 16th. It's the second mark past your 3, and we're going to score there. And then we're going to score at 5 3/8, so 5 1, 2, 3. and it's going to be every other line, the longer line. So we're going to score there. And then our last score line is going to be at 6 1/2. So here's 6, and the 1/2 is right past there, just before you get to the 7. And we're going to score there. Alright, that's all of our scoring. And like I said, I've already trimmed down all of my pieces. So now what we need to do is I'm going to fold this piece under, and I'm going to use my bone folder because I want these to be nice and crisp. And when you're folding them, you want to be very cautious to the edges being nice and straight and even. So when you are mashing down or burnishing down your edges, just look and make sure that you've got a nice straight line on both sides. And if you scored correctly, you shouldn't have any problem. So now we're going to fold that one back and varnish it, and then fold this one. Oh, this one goes this way. Sorry, I told you all wrong. This one goes, and we'll show you once I get them folded, the orientation of these. Very simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to have valley, mountain, mountain, valley. See what I mean? So the card is like this, but we want it to lay like this. Isn't that pretty? I love this Just Jade. It's such a beautiful soft shade of green. Alright, so I'm going to bring out my other pieces, and these are the ones that I chose out of that pack of paper. I wanted this to be my focal point on the front. Isn't that gorgeous? And I wanted these because this looks like a solid even though it's not. And I wanted it to go here. And here. Just like that. And we're going to adhere all that down, but I want to show you what it's going to look like before we go any further. So then, using that die that I showed you, this one here, I used a piece of that pattern paper with the stripes. There's something that's just, to me, so elegant and so beautiful about stripes and florals. And that piece is going to live right here. And then I used the smaller one, and I used a bumblebee because it matches with this, and it matches with that, and it matches with the stripes. So I chose that color, and I cut this small piece out from this, and I stamped happy birthday on it. Yes, this is going to be a happy birthday card. Isn't it beautiful? I love those colors, and it's just so refreshing. I know we're a far cry from spring, but I don't know if anybody's with me. I live in the South. I don't like cold weather, and we have had some pretty cold days so far this year. Alright, without any further ado, I am going to grab my Stampin Seal Plus, and I'm going to straighten all of this out so that I can put my pieces down. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, that would be gorgeous on a misty moonlight. Oh, so many different combinations that you could use with this card. I am going to come across here, and maybe here, here, and down here. Just like that. The good thing about this is these pieces are so easy to cut. Oh, and I didn't tell you, these pieces are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And you are going to even this up. We want to get it as straight as we can. You know, that's always the goal, but not always the outcome. That looks pretty good. And then this piece right here is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And that's going to go right in our middle, so let's do the same thing. Let's use some Stampin Seal Plus. Maybe I'll finally stop calling this Press and Seal. I think I call it Press and Seal because you do have to press down on it. So, it kind of just became press and seal because that was a familiar term, I guess. I love press and seal. And I'm going to be showing y'all how to use some press and seal with your dies to make it so easy to do some cut pieces by using a piece of Glad press and seal. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with this piece. Y'all know I should have got my little craft mat out. That little silicone craft mat would have been the perfect thing to use here. I'm trying not to go to the edge because, I'll tell you what, let me just pull that little bad boy out because I do not need to get sticky on my cutting mat. So I am going to bring this over here, and now this will allow me to come to the edges without being afraid of getting adhesive where I don't want it. So there. So now we're going to bring this one over here. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on that side. I'm just going to lay this down on this side. Being cautious, I got a little bit of that press and seal on my edges. I'm just rolling it back. And we are going to put this down right about here. Oh, not quite. Come on, come up, come up. You don't have wiggle room with this, so if you have trouble getting your pieces on nice and straight, you might want to use your liquid glue. That's always a good rule of thumb. So there is what the front of our card is going to look like. Is that not gorgeous? But we're not done. We are going to put this right here, and I am going to glue that down directly to the page. The reason is I want to pop up on dimensionals my little happy birthday. So I am going to look at this, and I'm going to put glue just on this round part right there. So grabbing my liquid glue, I'm just going to run a little liquid making sure I get it all around, and then I am going to bring that to my card, and I'm going to line it up just like that and just give that a good press. You don't want to wiggle it because it will move, and that looks just about perfect. As perfect as I do perfect, because I don't do perfect. I have so many times that different ones of you will comment and say my cards always look perfect. If you look close, there's always some type of little boo-boo in it. I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and we're not going to need many on here. We're just going to use maybe 4. One on each corner, top and bottom. Just like that. And I'm going to grab my ever so trusty Take Your Pick tool because I like to use it to lasso these little backers. Just makes it really easy and neat. It's not so much the ease of it as it is the fact that it lassos them all up, and I can just take them off of there, throw them in the trash, and we're good to go. And I don't have them all over my craft room. Do y'all get them all over your craft room or backers or any type of little pieces like that? I know I always do. So now I'm going to line this up, and I'm eyeballing the center. And that doesn't look quite right. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little tiny bit of liquid glue on the back of these because that will give me just a tiny bit of wiggle room. Again, this is a trick. If you have trouble getting things to line up, the liquid glue is your best friend. So put it down right about there. That looks really good. Then I'm going to go ahead and press it to commit. And now you might add, yes, it says happy birthday, but it doesn't say too much of anything else. What I like to do is put a panel in the back here. So I have cut a white panel that I am going to glue in right here, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the press and seal. Ha! The Stampin Seal. Oh my goodness. Y'all know me by now. Y'all know that old habits die hard. So I am just going to put this in, and I made it a little smaller than the mat in the front. And now you can just write your sentiment right back there. And what a cute little card, but we're not done. The other thing I want to do is I want to use my bone folder, and I want to crease this down a little bit more so that this will lay. I love it. It's so cute. Now let's grab some gems and see if we can bring this to life. I got all of my little trusty gems in here, and I want to decide which ones do I want to use. I think this is really a fun card. So let me see. How about those Opal Rounds? Aren't they beautiful? I love these. I think these are in the new catalog that will come out. Yeah, they are. They're in the new catalog that will come out January 5th. It will premiere where you can actually go and shop from it. So keep an eye out for these because these gems are gorgeous. I'm going to bring one up and show you just how beautiful. Look how it catches the light. They look like opals, and I am a stickler for a pretty opal. Not my birthstone, but I think they're gorgeous. I'm a March baby, so I have that aquamarine, which I think is beautiful too. But I've always loved an opal. So I got one on each end of that. And I think I'm going to put another one. Oh, these are so pretty. I think I want one here. And maybe one down here. These have a tendency to, because they are opal, to pick up the color of your cardstock. So I'm going to put one right here. Oops. He doesn't want to play, does he? Okay, there we go. Now, isn't that gorgeous? And this is a very quick and easy card that you could actually pop out so quickly. And I love this fold. Isn't that pretty? And if you wanted to, you could put a strip of designer paper. This paper right here would be beautiful with a stripe of it down there. That would just totally bring that in with it. But I like the green. I like when you open it up, and when they open it up on the back, they can read your little message. And yes, this will fit into an A2 size card, or A2 size envelope. So it makes it really super nice to be able to put this in the mail. It's not bulky. And look, and you could decorate your envelope. Why don't we decorate the envelope? Wouldn't that be pretty? Let's see, left over in my little pack of paper. How about that stripe? Let's see. I know we have, yep, here we go. We have a piece of that because we cut that die cut out of there. So we're going to do this really simply. We are going to, I'm going to do this the simplest way I know how to decorate an envelope. Sometimes we need fast and easy when we're in a hurry, and other times we want to spend a little bit more time with it, but this is one of those times that I really want to just get it done. So I'm just going to put some liquid glue all over this, just my flap, just like that, and then I am going to bring this up to the edge of my envelope. You don't want it to go over the fold because then it will not fold like it should, and I'm going to press it down. Just that simple. Now that that is glued down, I'm going to grab my paper snips and I'm just going to trim it out. So simple, so easy to do, and it just gives you a wow factor in your cards. So there we go. Just like that. Not hard to do at all, and it really does make quite the impact. When you send this through the mail, and for any of you that follow Bill and Tracy on Mindless Crafting, you'll know that Bill says you know that it's a beautiful card when they've taken the time to decorate the envelope. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, what would even make this more special, what if we take the Poppy Parade, since that's one of the colors. And this is a beautiful red. And I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday right here at the bottom of our envelope. I think that will make this so special, and somebody know that they're getting a happy birthday card. And that's all we need to do to make this a little extra special. And after all, that's what crafting is all about, right? It's making cards that make people happy. And that's always my goal. Whenever I send a card in mail, I'm hoping that my recipient that gets it would make them very happy. I know when I get a card in the mail, I'm thrilled. And I showed earlier on Facebook my card that Margie sent me, and I'm going to show y'all again. For anybody that didn't see it, look at this beautiful Christmas card that Margie Ryan sent me. It is simple, but yet it's elegant. It's got this beautiful paper. She cut her paper so that her flower was in the corner. This is a classic case of letting your paper do the work. She cut a snowflake and put that right there. And then inside she just put a little piece of, it looks like it's like maybe one of the punch outs from a paper pack. And it just says, "Love and hugs, Margie. Merry Christmas, joy, peace, and love." And she put a little heart. And look at this beautiful bookmark that she sent me. I love it. I told her this is going in my Bible, and it is. So I just want to thank you again, Margie. Like I said, I'm always happy whenever I get a card. It makes my day. I love to hear from y'all. So anybody that wants to send me a card, I no longer have my P.O. box. It was not, it cost too much for the fact that I never got mail there. The entire time I think I maybe got 3 or 4 pieces. So most everybody mails to my home, and that's fine. So anyway, there's our card and our envelope. And I think it is super gorgeous. And I'm going to zoom y'all in. And let's bring it down just a hair so you can see all of it. Isn't that gorgeous? I hope that you enjoyed watching me put this together and making it. And I hope you'll try this. It was so much fun. And I just, I'm ready for spring, y'all. Can you tell? God bless each and every one. And I know this is the week of Christmas, and it is my heartfelt desire that everyone have a very, very Merry Christmas. I love each and every one of you so much. Again, I want to remind you that if you're a first-time viewer, please go down and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you'll know whenever I put up a new video, and go over and check out my blog. There's a lot of videos over there. I am still working, trying to catch up from when my blog was down, so you're going to see more and more of the Christmas cards that will be going up. Especially this coming week. I will try to get another video up tomorrow, but that will probably be it until after Christmas, so probably not until next Monday. I do need to take some time off and be with my husband, and after today he's going to be off work until the first of the year. So it's a lot going on. But anyway, I love each and every one of you so very much. Merry Christmas, God bless, and as I always say in closing, let everything you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy. And do not forget that the reason for the season is Jesus. That's why they call it Christmas. So let's keep Christ in Christmas. I love you all, and until we craft again, bye-bye.